And then when we call something beautiful, if someone tells you that you're beautiful, certain body part of you is beautiful, how does that make you feel? Does it trigger something within you? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel like, oh, that doesn't really belong with me? Like, that's not really me. I'm not beautiful. Welcome to the Pelvic Power Podcast. My name is Penny, and I am the host of this lovely space. I am a pelvic floor yoga teacher who teaches people with pelvic pain how to use movement, breathwork, and body awareness to ease and manage their pain while living a pleasurable life. In this space, we'll be talking about all things taboo because we love it, and how to support your lovely pelvis and your lovely self on this journey that you are on. I am very happy that you are here, and I hope that you enjoy this episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Pelvic Power Podcast. I am very happy that you are here today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. It means the world to me to have these conversations with you and to support you. So thank you for being here. I actually had to stop the recording to take off my pants. I felt like I was not comfortable at all, so I took the pants off. Now I'm just sitting wrapped in a blanket, just the way we love it. I am bringing back another episode of This Is Your Sign. So we've done a couple of these before. I really like these because I really enjoy signs. And I want you to get the feeling that when you click play, you do not know what the sign is going to be. You will not know until you click play what the sign will be for this episode. I love signs. I look for signs a lot. I feel like I've fallen off of it a little bit, and it's just like getting back in trust, in tune with the universe. So we're bringing this back because I really enjoy it. So this is your sign to relax your beautiful belly. Right now, as you're listening to this podcast, maybe you're driving, maybe you're sitting around, maybe you're drinking your morning coffee. Are you right now, out of habit, maybe subconsciously, sucking your belly in? Because this might be something that you were brought up with, that you have to look a certain way. You have to suck your belly in because it's going to help with your back pain, whatever you may have heard, that it's going to help with your core strength. Whatever you may have heard, maybe you are subconsciously sucking in your belly because you think that either it will make you a better person, you will look better, it will help you more. This is your sign to relax your beautiful belly. This is something that I talk about in my classes a lot, talking about relaxing your beautiful belly. And yes, I throw the word beautiful in there because I like to see how that may land with people. It's a little bit of a challenge, and it might be triggering to hear that word when it comes to your belly. We're brought up in the society where our looks are everything. Our looks are everything. And that's all we care about. We care about being beautiful, looking gorgeous, looking a certain way. And it's society that has made it this way. And then when we call something beautiful, if someone tells you that you're beautiful, certain body part of you is beautiful, how does that make you feel? Does it trigger something within you? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel like, oh, that doesn't really belong with me? Like, that's not really me. I'm not beautiful. So I like to throw the word beautiful in there just to see how it lands with people. And also, can you accept that your belly is beautiful no matter how it may look? No matter what it may have been through. It's the same when it comes to your vulva, right? Saying that your vulva is beautiful, that might be really hard for many of us. Again, society, patriarchy, this is what we're brought up in. So if right now you're sitting there, maybe subconsciously sucking in your belly, is there any way that you can gently let it go? That you can let it well over the pants, let it go, let it be. We all have such different bodies, and they are beautiful in their own unique way. And looking at it from a pelvic health perspective, you constantly sucking your belly in, you're putting pressure onto your pelvic floor. Constantly sucking your belly in, having a hard time letting it go, it creates tension in your belly, in the belly region, that will also transfer into other parts of your body. So constantly sucking in your belly, That pressure, where's that pressure going to go? It's going to go down onto your pelvic floor. It's also going to create tension in your pelvic floor because your belly, your core is connected to your pelvic floor. Is there any way that you can find some softness in your beautiful belly? Let it go right now. And while you're doing that, you can also take some beautiful breaths. See if you can let your belly go. Also, being someone that lives with lichen sclerosis and doing the work that I'm doing, when we look at fascia throughout the body, so we have fascia surrounding every part of our body. So the bones, the muscles, under the skin, around our organs. When we are constantly sucking in the belly, what does that do to your fascia lines or the fascia within the abdomen? When it comes to your muscles, when it comes to your organs, what does that do to the superficial fascia, the fascia that runs right beneath your skin, so right under your skin? What does it do with the fascia in that part of your body? And then, as I was saying, someone that lives with lichen sclerosis, I have tearing, I have tension, I have pain on my vulva. And the tearing that I'm experiencing is happening in the skin, right? So when I'm constantly sucking in my belly, and again, this is just how I look at it, when I'm constantly sucking in my belly, and that pull through the fascia from me sucking in, pulling from the pelvic floor, from the skin surrounding the vulva or the vulvar skin, how is that impacting my lichen sclerosis? I always say this, there's so many different ways to look at it, and it gets interesting when you look at that, when you look at it that way. Because it's kind of like you feel powerful in a sense. You feel powerful in a sense that you are taking back some of your power by letting the belly be, by letting the belly breathe. So society is telling you that you should look a certain way. Patriarchy is telling you that you should look a certain way. Letting that go and then just leaning into that power that you're giving yourself and how that little change may help with your pelvic pain. And some people might think like, oh, this is such a small thing. Like, why would you even make a podcast episode about this? Because I find this to be important. It's important for your pelvic health. Like we hear this often. Don't suck your belly in for your pelvic health. But also to take a stand. I'm allowed to exist the way that I am with my beautiful belly and the way that it is. And trust me, this takes work. I am still working on this. This is something I myself am still working on. One thing that has really helped me is yoga because I'm letting my belly be in my yoga. Because when I'm practicing, when I'm teaching pelvic floor yoga, I'm teaching people how to release and manage their pain. I talk about the belly a lot. And just being in that space with yourself where the focus is to release and manage your pain and get to trust your body once again, get to lean into your body and to what it can do, even though it lives with pelvic pain. And it's helped me a lot to really find comfort in my belly. Sometimes when I'm walking around, when I'm teaching in real life, sometimes I have a hand on my belly to remind myself to relax, let it go. Because I feel very much on display when I'm teaching a room full of 40 people and I'm walking around. I know people are always going to compare themselves. They're always going to look at me. We always look at each other. We're always looking at someone's bum. We're looking at someone, looking really beautiful, whatever that may be. And I feel very much on display. And sometimes I have a hand on my belly just to remind myself that it's safe for me to let go of my belly. It doesn't make me any less of a person. And in the same way, I'm also helping my pelvic floor. I'm supporting my pelvis, and it's super important. When you are doing your pelvic floor yoga practice, really start to pay attention to if you're sucking your belly in certain positions. So one position could be child's pose, for example, because you're you're grounding, your belly's in contact with your thighs. How does that make you feel? Are you perhaps again maybe subconsciously sucking the belly in? Can you let it go? And also if you live with period pain, Let the belly go. Let the belly go here. Breathe into your rib cage, breathe into the belly, breathe into your pelvic floor. Let the belly go. I really like to feel my belly being held by my thighs. Feel the contact between my belly and my thighs. That in itself is really healing. Just feeling that connection for yourself between you and you. And for example, if you're doing a forward fold, we're doing maybe a cross-legged forward fold. Again, are you sucking your belly in because now you're folding forward, but your thighs aren't really there, and then your belly, there's gonna be belly rolls. That's just what's gonna happen. We're human. We're human beings. Are you consciously or subconsciously sucking the belly in? Can you let it go? And once you let it go there, does it make you feel uncomfortable? What can you learn about yourself? What are you learning about yourself, your body, your being? What can you take with you to therapy? Maybe there is something that you need to, you know, discover there within yourself. Maybe some work you need to do, maybe some mindset work, something that is actually contributing to your pain a little bit more because you feel like you're not good enough. Whatever that may be for you. I'm just throwing out little punches here now, or little sparkles, little pennyisms. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Or when you're doing puppy pose, for example, love, love, love this pose, especially when I'm on my period. But it's such a lovely pose and it feels so good for the pelvic floor. But you're in a puppy pose, so it's kind of like think that we're getting into it today, baby. We're getting into it. You're doing doggy style. Okay. You're having sex with someone. Puppy pose. You're on your forearms, you're on your knees. Are you sucking your belly in that pose? Also, when you are doing doggy style with someone, are you sucking your belly in? Doing doggy style with someone. You live with pelvic pain. You want to release that pelvic pain so you can be able to have sex with someone. If someone is penetrating you from behind, there may be several different reasons for pain here, but I'm just sharing one thing. You want the pelvic floor to be relaxed. You want the pelvic floor to be working properly to not hold on to that tension. If you are sucking your belly in at this part of this act that you're doing, that is gonna cause tension in your pelvic floor. That's causing some misalignment within your body, but also within yourself. And again, does it make you feel uncomfortable relaxing your belly in this position? And if anyone ever were to say anything about your belly in that position, I would fucking kick them in the nuts and then get them out of there as quickly as possible. They're lucky to be naked with you and your beautiful belly. So let it go. When you're having sex, that's also one thing. Think about it. Are you sucking your belly in for whatever reason? Can you let it go? Again, this takes work. This is something that I'm working on, always, constantly working on it. Reprogramming. That's what we're doing here. But this is your sign to relax your beautiful belly and let your beautiful belly move with the breath. We're out here, we're doing the work, we're working on our breath, but then you're sucking your belly in so the breath can't travel all the way in. This is something that I see in my yoga classes all the time. I often cue diaphragmatic breathing, and as you're breathing, your diaphragm, your rib cage is expanding, and that's pushing the organs further down. The breath is expanding, it's moving into the belly, and it creates movement of the pelvic floor. And when we're lying there, we're meditating, and I'm cueing diaphragmatic breathing, and I see someone lying there, sucking in their belly, and I can tell that they're not even aware of it. Like we're walking around, we're not even aware. I can say, and I know that these people, they go to yoga a lot. They work out a lot. They care for their bodies. But we're not even aware. We don't have awareness sometimes of that part of our body that we're actually sucking it in, that we're holding it in. And they're thinking, oh, I'm taking these beautiful diaphragmatic breaths. Yeah, you are. You're breathing in. But then you're sucking in the belly, and it kind of becomes like a stop for the breath. It kind of becomes like, for me at least, a little bit, yeah, it becomes a little bit of a triggering emotion. Like it becomes stressful. So next time you're meditating too, just pay some attention. Are you sucking your belly in? What are you noticing within your body, your relationship to your belly? How does it feel to actually let the belly move with the breath? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel safe? Is this something that you can work on? So this is your sign to relax your beautiful belly. You got this. Until next time, remember to look after your beautiful body, look after your beautiful self. And now when you have worked on relaxing your belly, see if you can take a couple breaths. Let yourself actually land in the here and now. And I will see you again next week. Bye.